from Wadsworth.
Here we go, bring you the final Division I finals here in Ohio. We have Buzzelli of Wadsworth wrestling Billy Vaughan of Brecksville Broad Heights.
With a 37-5 record, senior Billy
Vaughan beat Buzzelli a week ago in their district. Vaughan incredibly tough to score on. Buzzelli won a thriller yesterday over Max Gladstone, who ended up taking third. Wadsworth already has the team title wrapped up with that win at 2:15 by Nick Tavanello. Buzzelli would like a title of his own as he's a senior. Buzzelli also a standout football player as an offensive lineman. Certainly has the frame for it. We have two real big heavyweights here. Kind of your classic thick build. Versus a wrestler like Rose we saw in the last weight class, that real long and lean. Also like Gladstone. This is just a good heavyweight division here in Ohio. You know, between these two, Gladstone, Kuhar from St. Ed's, you know, really a lot of depth up top. There's certainly a lot of places we'd like to see. Buzzelli shoots a double, nothing really doing. We're under a minute to go here in the first period. Looks like blood, headgear problem on Vaughan. Although I was right the first time, got a blood problem. Looks like he nicked up a little bit above his eye. Buzzelli will get words of strategy and encouragement from the Wadsworth coaching staff, who's got to be about on cloud 9 right now, having just clinched the team title. Now get some blood off the arms of Buzzelli. It seeped through. It looks like Vaughan's headgear may be what's cutting him. It's kind of might be a scratch or so from that. Obviously, there's a lot of head-to-head positions here at heavyweight. Now we're back to the action. Under 40 seconds to go. Buzzelli and Billy Vaughan here in the last of what has been just a great night of finals matchups. You know, a lot of times in finals, you'll get kids wrestling tentatively, kids not trying to make mistakes. We get a little flurry action, but kids not trying to make mistakes. Kind of the spotlight intimidating people. Not in Ohio, at least on this map. These guys really have taken it to each other, wrestled well, a lot of action, a lot of excitement. You know, it's nights like this that I think really promote the sport. I hope if you're watching this, you tell other people to come check this out, because this is obviously, I'd say Ohio's clearly a top 2 state in the union along with Pennsylvania. And these have been just the way wrestling should be, has been this final so far. As Vaughan's cut again, he's going to force me to try and talk through more dead time. But yeah, it's been a pleasure to cover this here. I think Ohio's certainly put on a top-notch production. This has been my first experience at the Ohio State Tournament. Actually, my first state tournament outside of Pennsylvania, and they certainly do it right here in Columbus. Now they're going to tape up the head of Vaughan, try and get rid of the blood time once and for all. Wadsworth, I don't know if I can necessarily call it a shocker in winning the team title since they've beaten Eds head-to-head. I mean, it was recently in their district last week, but still, you thought maybe the Eagles' mystique would do wonders for them out here. So I think that's, anytime you're topping on a giant, you're not just trying to beat the team, you're trying to beat that name too. I think Eds has had an intimidation factor in Ohio for pretty much forever. But Wadsworth, at least for 1 year, has broken that dynasty. And now Buzzelli's trying to add icing on the cake and get his own individual title too.
Individual awards on the 189, 215, and 285.
Kind of a a classic heavyweight match so far. Lots of hand fighting.
Award staging area at this time.
Kind of tough to move either guy out of the way. Buzzelli tries to pull back into the center. We've got coming up on a minute to go here in the second. Buzzelli leads 1-0 on the strength of an escape. Vaughan's tape, I think, has immediately come undone as we'll blow things dead. Buzzelli has had to deal with a lot of blood time so far. Certainly his match last night was real uneven because we kept having to stop things to plug his opponent's nose. Here we've already had 2 stoppages. It certainly takes an amount of mental toughness to be able to fight through those dead periods and stay focused for an extended period of time. Both kind of pawing at each other's legs, no real offense being generated. 35 seconds to go in the second. Vaughan trying to suck him in. Both of these guys are just real tough to score on. Under 20 to go here in the second. This has all the makings of an overtime match. Neither guys really can get any advantage in ties. Kind of hand fighting to stalemates. Like I said, classic heavyweight bout. Buzzelli kind of paused a couple times. Obviously, you're not going to want to change levels and shoot lowers. You'll have a ton of weight pressing on you to try and finish a shot like that. If a guy's going to score, they're going to need a clean look at a leg and finish quickly before either wrestler can use their size to negate the offensive opportunity. Vaughan goes underneath to start the third. And we've got 2 minutes left here in the Division I state championships. Buzzelli covers, and off the way, and here we go. Obviously, if Buzzelli can ride for the entire 2 minutes, that would be the most exciting way he's going to win a title. He's got a nice ride going here. He's trying to pick up the ankle of Vaughan. Now draped across. And you've got to think, even if Vaughan does escape, having Buzzelli, all that weight of Buzzelli leaning on him here for now, it's been about 30 seconds, has got to take your gas tank down. This is taking a lot of energy just to even be on a base, let alone trying to work up. You got to think Buzzelli could have a conditioning advantage as he's just wearing down Vaughan underneath him. Vaughan still trying to work up. Buzzelli's doing a good job of controlling his hips. If your hips can't move, you can't move. Buzzelli's just draped all the way across him. Now we've got a stalling on bottom as Vaughan is just not active, and Buzzelli's being, especially for a heavyweight, real active on top. I said it in the last match, I've been so impressed with the riding of big men here. You know, I think that's often we think of heavyweights as dancing bears, work on their feet, 1 takedown wins, as they just cut each other to start periods. We got blood time again, but I think both wrestlers in last match rode well. Buzzelli has rode real well here so far. Gladstone exceptional from top. Your third placer at heavy. It's been a pleasant surprise seeing that here in the state tournament. And certainly a skill that's going to translate to the next level if these guys choose to wrestle in college. Looks like we're all taped up on Vaughan again. Almost more importantly, the blood time gives him a little bit of a breather from being out from being under Buzzelli. Buzzelli's ridden him now for over a minute. We've got 54 seconds to go. But I think in addition to getting his cut cleaned up, Vaughan might have gotten a little wind back. Still breathing kind of heavy. But I know Buzzelli last night said he thinks he has the conditioning advantage on a lot of these wrestlers. And unfortunately, that conditioning advantage may have been negated. But it's important for Buzzelli to stay sharp here. It's a lot of time to stay focused. We're almost at 10 minutes of real time in this match, which is, I think, more than most wrestlers are used to. 45 seconds to go now. Buzzelli's still riding tough. Cross body. See if he can ride. Said early, almost jokingly, if he can ride this 2 minutes out, he's going to win the hard way. But he's been doing just that. Vaughan's first real escape attempt. Under 30 to go. Buzzelli's going to try and lift and return. And he doesn't do it. So 20 seconds to go, we're tied. You have to wonder where Vaughan's conditioning is after being under Buzzelli for so long. As 10 seconds to go, this has overtime written all over it. Nothing really doing on our feet. 4 to go, 3, 2, 1, and we're going to overtime. Our first overtime bout here in Division 1 between Ben Buzzelli of Wadsworth and Billy Vaughan of Brecksville. Both wrestlers in a tie. Kind of hand fighting to a stalemate right now. Now it's Vaughan working on the collar of Buzzelli. Buzzelli breaks free, trying to get himself a fresh start. 39 seconds to go here in overtime. We're tied at 1 apiece, which certainly is the expected outcome at most heavyweight bouts. 1 takedown affairs. If we do go to the 30-second ride-out periods, I think Buzzelli has a decided advantage. Vaughan didn't even try and ride Buzzelli, whereas Buzzelli rode for close to 2 minutes. So Vaughan, I think, if he wants to win, is going to have to get a takedown here, at least in his best shot to win. 5 seconds to go. We're going to go into the 30-second tie breaks. As I'm joined by Zeb Miller now.
Billy Vaughan, a career backup for the last 3 seasons. Jeremy Johnson was the starter. He was the state champ in Division 1 last year at heavyweight. He also won Fargo. Billy Vaughan was his backup. Now he finally gets in the starting lineup. He's in second overtime to win a state title for Broadview, Brecksville Heights Bees. Buzzelli.
And you see, that's what we provide you with the Flow Wrestling. Great insider, encyclopedic knowledge of some of the best states in the country.
There's the stall warning.
There's the stall warning. Buzzelli had to return. There he does. 15 to go. He said Buzzelli rode him for close to 2 minutes in the third, and really has a decided advantage.
Stall warning, Joe. Work with the body.
5 seconds to go. And if Buzzelli can ride out this period, if Buzzelli can ride out this period, that would be huge, as Vaughan did not even attempt to ride Buzzelli in the second. And if he can escape, not stall, and not give up a takedown, he'll be your state champion.
Big Ben, man-child. He's been the same size since the 9th grade. Grizzlies already got a team title by a half point, regardless if Buzzelli wins or not.
Yep, at this point, just icing on the cake, and a nice cap to Buzzelli's career if he can win a title here. The team title is locked up after Tavanello's exciting win.
He breaks free.
No escape awarded. Buzzelli stayed wrapped around the leg. Obviously, he'll go under. As his coach
Bob Jones
screamed at him.
That's Bob Jones, former 2-time Wadsworth state champ at heavyweight. Played for the Giants in the NFL.
Implored him.
Penn State defensive end. He might know a little bit about winning.
And I'll tell you, that I think is Wadsworth's ability to get football players to wrestle. You've seen 3 standouts on the gridiron as well as the mat at the last 3 weight classes. You know, I think most schools would kill to have superior athletes at the upper weight classes. I know in a conversation I had a few days ago about Texas, you know, if you can convince football coaches, obviously there is a translation.
Ben coming out.
Buzzelli trying to turn the face. There's your escape. So now
he's got his head trapped.
Buzzelli has to ward him off for 20 seconds.
He
Buzzelli pancakes him. He's gonna win. 10 seconds to go. Just hang out, Ben. You're a state champion. 4-1 win in double overtime for Ben Buzzelli, and he's going crazy.
4-10 for the Grizzlies. Wow.
Buzzelli gets his hands. It's fitting, and we've had such good matches all night that the last one goes to double overtime. Buzzelli gets a huge hug from his coaches. Congratulations, young man, you're a state champion.
Overtime, fifth overtime. Time to get Coach G.